All right, I think they can hear us. Hello, everyone. Oh wait, I should change, the screen picture. That would help.
Yes, they can hear you because I can hear you.
Okay, hello. Okay, see, that's the one I had to use. You guys see the picture?
Oh,
I.
that's cute.
Oh, you like it? Because that was the one I had to find right now because I couldn't find the microphone.
I can't even see.
Oh, hi, Neek. Yeah, I feel like it's been forever since we've done a podcast. I remember last time we've done one. Before we get into the subject, actually, yeah, I am alive, Coyote. Before we get into the subject of what today's topic is, which Double actually suggested, I think she's asleep, but I think we should talk about how our holidays went, don't you, Queen?
Yeah, I think we
Do you
should.
Want to go first?
Okay, yeah, sure. My Christmas was it was pretty shitty. I was actually very emotional. I left a server that I should not have, but I did come back like 3 hours later, I think. It was like, yo, fuck this shit. I'm emotional. I'm sad. I was lonely, and I was like, but I can't stay away from my babies in that server for so long. You build a lot of relationships in that server, so you gotta come back. So I decided to come back, and then I got a little bit better on Christmas. Like, it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
My New Year's Eve though, it was good. Like, I got to hang out with a bunch of cool people. What about you, Rose?
I'm okay. So my Christmas was good. We opened presents and everything, like I've said. I got a cool, it's like a horror backpack with all the old horror movie classics on it, which I loved. So it was good. It snowed. Obviously, we had ham. Good Christmas. New Year's Eve, I celebrated it. Oh my god. Sorry if you hear the tape on my glass. I had to tape my glass for you guys. Anyway, Christmas. No, Christmas Eve. New Year's Eve, we spent it on Snapchat. A few of us video chatted, so it was like Rufus, Night, and everyone. We all video chatted, so that when it hit midnight, we were all like, Happy New Year. So I feel like that was a good one because holidays are obviously gonna be more difficult, especially because people can't go out or can't do things or whatnot. So I feel like that was a good way to bring in the video chatting with friends. But what about you, Rob? Did you do anything?
No, I didn't do anything. For Christmas, it was a very emotional day. So I was pretty much spending that time to myself. I wasn't really around you guys as much because I didn't want, to take my anger or whatever I was feeling that day on you guys. So I distanced myself. New Year's was okay. I got to spend time with, some friends. It was all cool. But, it still wasn't the same because everyone wasn't really there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anything else, sis? Yeah, I forgot. We had a white Christmas here. Ooh, it was colder than a bitch outside.
Mm-hmm.
I went outside to go take pictures and to throw something away before the trash cans got full. And I literally ran back into my house.
That's how I feel right now. It's so slushy, wet, snowy. I brought B outside for anyone who doesn't know. B is our new dog. We got her yesterday. Oh, she's the sweetest thing. We had to take her outside. I just had to take her outside a minute ago. And it is so snowy and slushy. I think it's the storm from below down south coming up. I don't know if it's hit you yet, Queen.
We've been getting rain.
Okay, you may get snow later than actually. It's like a slush that's coming.
I thought that we would get the snow.
It's ugly. Well, because Angel only had rain when she was talking about it, and then the snow hit. But okay, let's get into the topic for today is, you guys read the title, it says you don't need to diet for your New Year's. This episode, this podcast episode, we should actually start naming the episodes, like, 1, 2, whatever. It's all about body issues and stuff. Because Double actually suggested this. Again, Double's not here. I think she's asleep. She may join us later. I'm not sure. But yeah, this could be a topic, because I don't know if you guys have dealt with body issues or anything. I assume you have. Everyone has. Have you guys seen?
Yeah, I have.
What was the question?
Do you deal with body issues?
Yeah, have you guys dealt with this topic? I assume yes, because I feel like everyone has.
Yes, I have, and I never followed through with it.
Okay, well, what do you mean? Because wait, dieting. We put this as a title. Dieting is actually, I think, I want to say it's the number one resolution that people try to stick with each year. Most people don't. There is a reason why. Well, at least I'll explain why I think there's a reason why. But yeah, it's the number one resolution, and I personally think you don't need to. But Queen, what were you about to say with it?
I never stick with it for the simple fact it's like, yeah, I do want to lose weight and be healthier, but I'm never able to stick with it. It's like, because I feel like I'm fucking starving myself, and then I become angry, and I end up becoming a bitch.
Angry?
So it's like, hold on, your behavior is changing because you're not eating. So yeah, like I stopped making New Year's revolutions. Is that the word? Resolutions?
Mm-hmm.
So I never stick with them. So what's the point?
Okay,
especially the weight part. Like,
okay,
I never stick with it.
So my take on this is probably gonna be a little. Some people do not agree with my take, but okay. I believe that diets are the window to eating disorders, in my opinion. Only because I can say that because I've experienced one. Because the thing with diets is, when you say, "Hey, I don't want to eat this amount," or I'm gonna eat this little amount or this little amount, your body's gonna get hungry. Usually, people cut it down way too little and for their activities. But also, you're saying that there's bad food and good food. I don't believe that there is bad food or good food. There's no such thing, in my opinion. And you'll be like, okay, well, I'm gonna not have sweets. But then when you cut out sweets, that's when you want them. You know what I mean? Because when you have them in your life, you're probably not eating them. But when you cut them out, suddenly you're like, ooh, I need this donut. Ooh, I need this cookie. And if you let your body eat as much as you want, suddenly you're not going to eat as much as as if you want to diet. You're going to eat what you feel hungry for, and then you're like, oh, that's it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my New Year's resolution was always diet. Also, do you guys hear my fan or no? Because I don't want that to be on my
No, I don't hear it.
Because it's hot as fuck. Anyway, I think the heat's probably up. My New Year's resolution was always diet. Because I believe I needed to be thinner. I believed if I was heavy, I wasn't healthy. I believed I just wanted to be skinny. So I'd always do a diet. Obviously, they never worked out. I tried every single type. I tried keto, I tried paleo, I tried Nutrisystem. I tried Weight Watchers. I tried a soup diet. I tried everything. When I say I've tried everything, And obviously, I could never stick with it because I would get hangry, hungry, angry. I'd be like, I'm not eating enough. Like, how you were saying, Queen? Especially keto was worse. I would get hungry. That's all I could think about was food. When was I going to eat that? How many calories was I eating? Was I eating enough? When I would go to the gym, like, that became my life. And obviously it led to eating disorder because, I would go on, like, anorexia websites and stuff. And, let me just eat a soup a day, or let me just drink or something. And that's obviously not healthy. But, what was I going to say? I was healthy. That's the thing. Even though I've always been heavy. I've always been since I was a kid. Or about like 9, 10. Even though I was heavier, I was healthy. My medical things would come back. Like I used to have pre-diabetes and I reversed it. I would go to the gym and I did lifting. I could with like the leg press or squatting, like leg press, I could get up to 300 pounds. I could push with my legs. I would do weightlifting, but then I kept on thinking, oh, I'm not healthy. But that's because society's like, hey, if you're skinny, you're healthy, and that's not how that works. That you guys probably know people who are thinner who are very unhealthy because those don't correlate. So that's why I'm saying I don't think you need to diet for your New Year's resolution ever. Like, because now that I don't diet, I don't eat as much as I really used to because I'm not hungry. You know, my body just gets enough. Because also when you diet, you go into starvation mode. So then your body thinks it needs more. I feel like I'm just rambling, but yeah, I just don't believe in them. Like, they're not good for you. Because you're just starving yourself. You're basically saying, hey, body, I don't trust you to eat what you want to eat. That's basically what you're saying to your body. I don't trust that you can eat what you want to eat.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, it can be hard to stick to resolutions if you make them difficult. That's why I started making very, very, very easy ones. I know I can probably do. Because when I made them too difficult, I just never followed through with them. What are your guys' thoughts? I feel like I've rambled for a good minute there. What are your guys' thoughts?
No. I agree with you about what you said. But like I think I always went with the trying to lose weight thing. Because I know with me, whenever I gain weight, it goes to my face. Not my cheeks area, my chin area. And it's like, yo, bro, I just want this weight to go away. And yeah, like, you know, I don't know, like, because also, you know, the weight loss thing always been on my what's that shit called? I just said it. I forgot the word.
Resolution?
Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Because, you know, diabetes, high blood pressure, all that runs in my family. So, like, to keep that away, I always felt like I need to be more healthier.
Yeah, see, but that's why I was saying that, okay, I feel like people get, well, first of all, Queen, you're beautiful as fuck. Like, you don't need to. You can be beautiful, in my opinion. But, second, that's what I think it is. That I feel like, especially growing up, I wanted to be thinner because there wasn't enough representation. Like, there wasn't clothes for plus size people. There wasn't, like, good figures, like, you know, people like to look up to that were plus size. There was, like, nothing. It was like, skinny means healthy, skinny means desired, skinny means this. So I was always like, okay, that means I have to be. But again, not my heaviest, but I was working out all the time. I reversed my pre-diabetes. And diabetes runs in my family. I reversed it. So then it was like, it was after I stopped doing my, after I started healing from my eating disorder. I think it was about a year after. And it's when I was working out and stuff. I reversed it. And it showed that I did not need to be thin to be healthy. Because even then, I still reversed it because I was doing, like, going to the gym and stuff, even though the gyms have been closed forever. And I feel like, people kind of like, again, I feel like, so what I think is that when it comes to thinness, I think that people assume it means it's going to be everything. They're going to suddenly be more confident. They're suddenly going to be more what they think is pretty. They're going to suddenly be more outgoing, have more friends, have more relationships. But that's not how that works. It's just because people assume it. But it just means you're going to be more, you may be more confident because you may like yourself. But that's it. It's not going to change your life at all. I can say that because I remember I went down to one of my, it was still not thin, but it was thinner. It was my thinnest I had ever been to, even though it was not the thinnest. And I didn't even realize it because I was so unhappy with dieting all the time. And I couldn't eat. That I didn't even realize. And nothing changed. I was still depressed as fuck. And I also thought that you couldn't, when I was young, that you couldn't dress a certain way unless you were thin. You couldn't act a certain way unless you were thin. And now I know that's not true. And I can easily say I'm the opposite of a thin. So I dress how I want. I thought you couldn't wear makeup till you were thin. I would be like, I'm not gonna wear makeup till I'm skinny. I'm not gonna do my hair till I'm skinny. And now that's like, no. I do my hair, I do my makeup, I wear whatever, I wear crop tops. If people don't like it, they don't like it. I wear bikinis. I bought my first bikini this year. I remember I was so excited about it. And it's just like, I feel like it's more about your confidence than feeling like you have to be skinny. Because that doesn't do anything for you. Especially, your body's going to go back to the weight it wants to be at. So when people yo-yo, it's because that's not the weight your body wants to be at. It wants to settle where it's comfortable.
I agree, but like for me, it's not necessarily wanting to lose weight. Like, yeah, losing a little bit of weight it will be cool, but I think for me, it's more of picking up not working out lifestyle, but being comfortable when working out when I want to. Because I remember when I was a kid, right? My punk ass pediatrician had the nerve to tell me when I get in my 20s, I will be 300 pounds. I'm nowhere near 300. Nowhere near 300. And when I hit a certain mark on the scale, I tend to slim down. Not because I want to, not because I'm forcing myself to. It's the way my body does it.
Exactly. That could be where your body, you're like, hey, I'm not comfortable being here. I want to be here, and it just automatically does it. Also, hi, Mike has joined us. Everyone.
Hi, Mike, and people like when I go visit my aunts and stuff, they be like, yo, you lost a lot of weight. What you been doing? I'm like, nothing. I haven't been doing nothing. You been eating? Yeah, I eat, but I don't have that appetite that I used to have. Like, the only time that I eat a lot is when I'm stressed. I emotionally eat, unfortunately. But other than that, no, I don't wake up early enough for breakfast. So I just eat lunch and dinner, and I snack in between.
I would say you could emotionally eat, though, because maybe that's where your body finds comfort. Maybe you had, like, your best moments while you were eating something good. So that could be why you emotionally eat as well. Well, I also figured out there's no such thing. Like, I don't personally think there is a thing as emotionally eating. I thought there was when I didn't eat. When I was stressed, I would eat a lot. But then I figured out, I wasn't giving my body. That was, again, the reason. Now that I've let my body, I think it's been about a year, eat whatever the fuck it wants, I don't eat. Like, I have my snack thing. I have a box of snacks, and they'll eventually they'll either go bad or I know they're going to go bad, that I end up giving them away. So I always buy snacks, but I never want them anymore because they're there. I allowed myself to have them, so I don't want them. And it's when you don't allow yourself to have them, you do want them. But I feel, again, that the world is too focused on whether it's like you're too thin, you're too heavy, you're too this. It is very, 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 very focused on that, I feel like. I don't think that's healthy. Like, who wants to, and like when I say this, because I used to be very obsessed with it. I had an Instagram page full of diet things, just following people who diet things. Like, trust me, I know the lifestyle, but like, who wants to, for the rest of their life, eat a salad, eat Halo Top ice cream because you don't want to have ice cream with dairy in it, or maybe a bit of chocolate. Let's say your friends are going to a barbecue, but you can't eat that barbecue because you're losing weight. So here's a salad. Like, who wants to live that life? Because you can't do it for, 50, 60 years? No. It's impossible.
Yeah, it's very impossible. And I remember a time where I had jaw surgery to correct my bite. And I was wired shut for 4 weeks in a day. How do I remember this? Because I was my most miserable at the time. I couldn't eat food. All my food was liquid. So
Yeah.
waking up in the morning and drinking an Ensure for breakfast.
Whoa,
For
insurance
lunch,
are the worst.
having a Danimal. For dinner, having cream of whatever soup. Like, I was upset. Yeah, I lost 25 pounds because of that. But a bitch was upset. I was very angry. Like, I remember my third, fourth night of being home, my grandfather had made some chicken, mashed potatoes, and green beans, and I smelt it because it woke me up. I came down them stairs and seen him eating, and I started crying. He was like, "Oh." He's like, "I'll bleed you up some mashed potatoes, though." I was like, "Oh, I want some chicken." Well, I couldn't really talk, so he heard me mumble, "I want chicken."
Oh, I'd be sad too. I've seen people who had to do that. That sounds horrible. Like, I feel for you, Queen.
Like, I was just so upset. And then, you know, the thing is, I had my jaw surgery around the time where we would have started spring break. So I technically had 2 weeks off from school. And so when I came back after spring break, my teacher was like, "Damn, I forgot you had jaw surgery. So you can't talk, right?" I'm like, "No, I can't talk." Like, it was one of the things, like, I was losing weight so quickly and wasn't able to get the way that I used to get my nutrition. I couldn't get that. So I always felt lightheaded too at the time. So
Yeah.
when that day came for him to remove, for my surgeon to remove that wire, those wires, and that plastic plate thing, whatever the fuck it was. Ooh, I was relieved. I had a honey bun that I told my grandfather to save for me. I tried to eat that. Now, if anyone ever been to Louisville, Kentucky, and you ever been downtown Louisville, it's fucking potholes everywhere. I tried to eat that on the way home, and we hit a pothole. And when I say my jaw threw up fucking gang signs, and I was in pain,
Oh.
I cried.
Oh.
I cried so hard.
But now you can have honey buns as much as you want. Honey bun actually sounds good right now. Oh, thank you. Well, even though you're the nerd. I was gonna say, a lot of people don't seem to know, but like, or really realize food. A lot of people are like emotionally attached to food. It's usually good moments. Like when you think of Thanksgiving, the dinner, Christmas, usually the dinner, barbecues, the dinner. Like, you know, so a lot of people associate food with like good times, and when you take that away, you know, you're gonna be more depressed because like you're taking away those good times. Like, again, what you're gonna have Thanksgiving? What are you gonna have, the salad? You're gonna have a barbecue. What are you gonna do? Watch them eat their like barbecue chicken and stuff, like their macaroni. You know what I mean? It's kind of depressing. And again, you can only like drink your food or eat or whatever for as long as possible. Like, I remember I did keto. This was the last diet before I stopped. Like, before I realized what I was doing. And it was fucking miserable. Okay, so like keto, you're only supposed to eat protein. Can't have any bread. No carbs at all. Oh my god. And I remember I would just eat meat. Because that's all you can eat. Meat and cheese, I think it was. And at first it was fine. But then I started getting really sick of it because it's just greasy. It's just a lot of meat. I would have like burgers wrapped in lettuce. I would have sausages. And like, that's all I could have. I don't love bread actually. I do love bread. But I love bread at that time because I wanted it, because I didn't have carbs. And it was very sad, like, because a lot of things have carbs. You don't realize that. But a lot of fucking things have carbs. So I couldn't have like anything. And I was very sad. I couldn't even have fruit. It was very sad. It was a very sad time. And I know there's people that have done keto for like 3 years or so. And I'm just like, how? Like, again, I don't think it's. I don't think again putting a hey look, you got thin. That should not be an accomplishment. I don't think it should be an accomplishment that somebody's body changed. And like when we celebrate weight loss and we celebrate and we go, wow, you're beautiful. I don't, because you should always say they're beautiful. So what you're saying they're not before, you know what I mean? And it kind of adds. And then like the person who has lost weight, if they gain weight ever, which they will because that's what happens, they're not gonna feel beautiful because everyone's like praising them while they're thin. They're like, hey, you lost weight, you're beautiful. Suddenly they're gonna say, when they gain that weight, they're gonna go, wow, am I ugly now? Am I not as pretty? And again, like, okay, I know for girls especially, if you let's say you listen, there's a lot of shallow guys out there. Not all guys are shallow, for anyone who's listening, and Mike. Not all guys are shallow. But you know what I'm talking about, Mike. You know that there's a lot of shallow guys out there.
Yeah.
And so let's say if someone loses weight, they'll be like, you'll get a lot more guys, but they're not worth it at all. There are going to be a lot of terrible matches you got to sort through. It's because you're getting those shallow ones to you. If someone should like you no matter what you look like. If you gain weight, if you lose weight, if you look like this, if you look like that, they should. If someone really likes you, they're gonna like you no matter what. Not because you suddenly lost it. Like I remember I would date guys. I'd be like, wow, when you were this thin, you were prettiest. That's when I was at my unhealthiest. I couldn't eat for a month. Or like you should lose weight. I just was. Excuse me. You should lose weight. You would be prettier. You would be a prettier girlfriend. I could help you. Like I've had guys do that. Even though they were not, they were heavier themselves. And it's just, again, I feel like too many people focus on weight when I think everyone is like as beautiful as whatever size they are, whether they're too skinny for somebody or too heavy for somebody. Everyone's beautiful in their own way, I think. You know what I mean? And I feel like there should be more representation for all sizes. Whether, like, because I know, again, it's not just you're too heavy. I know that the people who are very thin get a lot of hate too, saying you look like a skeleton or you're too tall and skinny or this or that. And again, I feel like there should be representation for everyone. I feel like you shouldn't have to feel like you need to gain muscle or feel like you need to lose weight. You should just be happy with how you are. Like, I mean, of course, it's not going to happen over a day or like overnight, so you're going to be happy with how you look. But you know what I mean? Everyone's beautiful in their own way. If you look back, because again, bodies are kind of a fad. Right now, I think it's like the big ass and the skinny waist and stuff. In like the 90s, it was, they call it the heroin chic, where everyone was very thin. But like back in like the Roman times, being very plus size was very in. So bodies are like a trend, which they shouldn't, but they're a fad.
Not to interrupt you, but the body figures of today kind of fucking irritate me because all these damn girls look the same. Got the same fucking lip filters, got the same boobs, got the same hip and waist and butt. And I'm like, none of y'all look different. Y'all all look like fucking rat dolls. Like, look, don't get me wrong. I understand you get that surgery, the change to fix something that you don't like. But then when it becomes addictive, it's like,
which it will.
Yeah, it will.
Because you're chasing the happiness.
And what's that word? Body.
What's
the
dysmorphia?
Yes, that word. I think a lot of women suffer from that. A lot of them who get that surgery, I think a lot of them suffer from that. And I feel like that's one thing we do not talk about for real. It gets left on There's people like, no, she don't get that. She just like wasting her money to get that surgery. I'm like, you don't really know.
Yeah.
You really don't know, like, because my favorite female rapper of all time, Lil' Kim. Yes, she had plastic surgery and she changed her face. And she changed her body. And this, that, and the third. and people always make fun of her. But I sit there and I think like that. If you go back and listen to some of her interviews, she would talk about how her father would, clown her because she's darker skinned African American. How the guy she dated, they were cheated on her with lighter skinned African American women, or Latin or Latino women. And then she had a few abusive boyfriends that broke her nose or her face. So yes, it also got to deal with low self-esteem too. So like, I just don't really like when people make fun of her or any other person who decide to get that surgery to change their looks. But my issue is how they all look the same now. Nobody look different.
Well, okay, so when you were saying the body dysmorphia, yeah, I do agree because there was this True Life I watched a few years ago. I don't remember how long, and it kind of stuck with me because this girl, I think she wanted a nose job, and she was saying how she wanted to be happy until she had it. I think at the end she did have it, but then it showed, you know how it does, like what happened after. She wasn't happy because guess what? That's not what she wanted. She wanted to be happy, and even though she got the nose job, she was happy at first. It didn't make her happy. And also, again, let's say they fit in with the trend. When that trend's gone, people are going to be like, oh, this is ugly. So then they're going to try changing their body again to look pretty. It's usually people change their body because they're not happy with it. Not because they like wasting their money. And I feel like women especially, they get told a lot how to look. Like, people are they're very open with opinions they should not be. You should just keep your opinions to yourself. Where they say like women should, maybe have long hair or be light skin or dress this way or wear makeup or not wear makeup. Like, I know, especially I think it's in Korea and the Philippines. Oh, they got high beauty standards. I know in the Philippines it is looked down upon to have darker skin, even though most Filipinos, I believe, do have more darker skin. I know it's very common there to whiten your skin, which is like as in Korea, and that's very unhealthy in itself. Like, and it's just like you shouldn't. You're getting rid of. Okay, I remember hearing this line once that was like, people, girls nowadays can erase their mother's faces by surgery, which you kind of are. You're getting rid of anything that looks like your family or it makes you unique by looking like everyone else because you feel like you need to. And I feel like with nowadays, with Instagram and everything, it is a lot worse. You can just say, I want to look like this, and then they can make you look like that. But then when you're older, you're gonna be like, hey, wow, I changed how I look. I don't have my uniqueness anymore because I felt like I needed to look like them. And the thing is, when you get older, you can probably be like, hey, I don't really want to look like this anymore. When you're like 19 or something, which is what Instagram targets, or even 16 or something,
like,
you're gonna want
15, I think.
You're gonna want to change yourself because you're very impressionable at the time. And kids, as they're growing up, have a lot of emotions. You know what I mean? Like, they haven't settled their emotions, so then they're gonna have very low self-esteem as well, and then they're gonna change how they look because they feel like, especially TikTok. There's a lot of times on TikTok where I see, oh, I got my jaw shaven down, or I got my nose done, or this or that. Mike, it's not showing double messages on here, by the way, but they'll show it, and then everyone in the comments is like, oh, let me get that, because again, they got so many views and so many people saying, well, it looks good, but they feel like they need to do it themselves. And I know I'm gonna say something after, but did you want to say something on this part before I say the other thing?
Yeah, I agree, but I wanted to say something about when you was talking about the darkening thing. I feel like within my community, we haven't, like, in a lot of the countries in Africa, they sell skin whitening stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And in the Caribbean, and some here in America. I remember maybe it's like 2 years ago. I was at Walmart because I was looking for some face wash, and I came across this skin whitening cream, and I thought it was tripping when I seen it, and then I came back to it. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, but I took a picture of it. I think I either posted on Twitter or Instagram. I don't remember. But yes, I really don't. I just think, first of all, that whitening cream is very dangerous. Like, the chemicals in it are not good for you at all. I think they do us a disjustice for selling it to the people, because, like, why? Like, I love my complexion. I think it's beautiful. I love the fact that I can get dark in the summertime. I love the fact that I lighten up in the winter. I could never take something that would make me lighten up completely because of societal things. That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah. Well, first of all, wait. You guys can hear music? How long is it? Where's music coming from? Because there's no music on. I don't hear any music. Do you? Well, I mean, Queen. Where would music be coming from? Do you hear the music, Queen?
It's a piano playing.
Oh my God! Wait.
Do you
Where would the music
actually got up another string?
No, I don't. There's been a piano this whole time. And nobody told us about the piano.
Damn, son.
Okay, do you guys still hear it?
Mike, well, y'all still heard the music.
Okay.
You can still hear it.
Okay, we're back. It was my wallpaper. I didn't know it had music on it, you guys. And the topic sounds very sad. And then if we go back to listen to it, it's gonna be like sad sounding. Okay. Nobody said anything about it in the chat, so I never knew it was a thing.
You know what? They probably thought that it went with the. They probably thought we wanted to do music with our. Yeah. It seems legit.
They didn't want it to piano music in the. Oh my God! Today is just the day where it wants all the noises. But they probably thought we wanted a sad, a sad background.
I'm fucking weak, bro.
Okay, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, I was gonna say You know what I feel like they shouldn't do? Where they say that where they I can't stop laughing. Where they basically say that kids should lose weight. Like where they tell kids, like doctors, like how you were saying your doctor said. Oh really? Me? He was jamming to it. Um Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like how they have Weight Watchers for kids, or how your doctor said that, Queen. I feel like a lot of doctors say you should lose weight as a kid. That's not healthy. You should not be telling a child to lose weight.
I agree. I am so sorry. Hold on. My, you thought it was your. Okay, what I'm about to say is fucked up. I ate. I don't know why, but I seen twit, and my mind corrected that to twat, and I was like, what the fuck?
I still can't believe there's sad piano music playing.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rose.
I don't remember. I was saying that I don't think that they should tell kids to lose weight. Like I feel like that's too common to have that.
I agree, and I feel like it fucked with the child's self esteem, because now all you can think about is, oh, I'm I'm an overweight kid. I need to lose weight.
Mm-hmm. And kids have baby weight. Kids might get added to the ambiance of the stream. It's good. um uh I mean nobody complained about the song, so I mean it was a good song. But yeah, like or I see a lot of people be like, oh my kids can I tell my kids they can only have healthy snacks, I'm using quotations. Or they can only eat this or they can't snack or they can't eat like I know a lot of parents that will say, wait to dinner. Don't go eat. Like you're gonna ruin your appetite. And I feel like they shouldn't do that because a kid, well, first of all, if you're not starving the kid, again, the kid's gonna know how much they want to eat. You know, when kids don't want to eat, they'll let you know, especially younger kids. They will tell you, I don't want to eat this. And say, well, um, I feel like restricting it and saying you can't eat this or you can't come to the kitchen when you want is gonna lead the kid to unhealthy eating habits.
Oh,
Because
I
hmm,
I agree, but I agree with you 100%. But when I be seeing an overweight 3, 4, 5 year old, I always wonder, do that child have a medical condition, or do the parent let that child eat anything they want, and that's why that baby is overweighted?
but
That's when
even
I
then, I
start
think.
questioning stuff.
But see, even then, I think again, they like especially 3 year olds when they don't want to eat again, they're gonna say, hey, I don't want this. Um, like kids will eat a lot throughout the day, like younger kids, because they need the same nutrition or same calories as an adult, but their stomachs are smaller, so they can't obviously eat a meal like we could, so they eat throughout the day. And usually, if a kid gets that weight, I think it's either a medical condition or it could be emotional eating. Even though I kind of said the emotional eating is nothing, but it is. Where it's kind of complicated. Where the kid thinks they need to eat a lot. Like maybe they think, hey, I'm not going to get these treats ever. Let me eat this. Or hey, my parents eat like this. Or hey, I'm being picked on. Let me eat more. Because I remember when I was in ninth or tenth. No, ninth, when I was 9 or 10, as I was growing up, partly because I was growing, but also because kids started picking on me for my weight, I would eat more. I eat more Doritos. I would eat a whole bag in a sitting because I felt bad. I felt like I felt sad, and so I would eat. But also the amount I ate when I was younger, even like at 18, I would eat a lot too.
Mm, yeah, I know you're talking to one of your siblings in the background because you went quiet. I believe in emotional eating because, like, I know when I get real sad or depressed or stressed out, I dare to say to myself, "Yo, I'm eating as much as I fucking can today," because I know if
Same.
I it's just something in my head that trigger like, bitch, eat all this fucking food. Cause we sad, we depressed today. So you need to eat. You need to eat this food. So my go-to when I emotionally eat is junk food, like ice cream, chips. Um, I know pizza ain't junk food, but I one day I was so fucking like sad and shit that I ate a whole pizza by myself, and the next day I triggered my IBS, and my stomach was just I was curt I was like I was in a damn ball laying in bed because my stomach was cramping and I couldn't move and everything hurt. So yeah, that's why I do it. Like I seriously do believe in emotional eating, knowing that a lot of people don't. Sis, do you believe in emotional eating?
Yeah, because I just look, I do it all the time. Like, the other day, I caught myself doing that. It was, it wasn't the best, but I mean, it happens. Sometimes you just be so stressed out, so where you're just like, you know what, food is my only friend at the moment. So
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all, I don't think, because like it's not like you're eating like that every day or whatever. Again, it's because like people don't trust their body. If they emotionally eat, they think they're gonna eat like that forever. But and I want to say something. I know a lot of people try to lose weight because they think they're not pretty or whatever or attractive or usually you do that because you're not your own type. You know what I mean? You're not your type, so you kind of try to fit into what your type is. But the thing is, okay, let's this is a good analogy I like. Let's say I think you guys have heard this before. Let's say you see a rose. You're a sunflower, but let's say you see a rose. Everyone likes that. Everyone thinks that rose is beautiful. Everyone cherishes the rose. It's so popular. Oh, hold on.
Um, what really fucking upset me? Because I'm about to show what Rose is about to talk about. When people be like, "You're pretty for a big girl," and I'm like, hold on. You don't think big girls are cute? The fuck? Like, I don't know. That's
Well,
always
yeah.
a damn insult to me. Cause like, yo, I know I'm pretty, but since I'm fat, you don't think I'm pretty?
Oh,
Like,
I'm gonna tell you about that in a second. Let me tell you. So, what I was saying is, okay, so the rose is very popular, it's very pretty, it's very wanted, very desired, right? And you're a
mm-hmm.
sunflower, and you're like, damn, I'm not as pretty. But the thing is, there are people that don't like roses. They think sunflowers are the prettiest, and they will go for the sunflowers. Just because you're not pretty to other people does not mean that there are not people that find you pretty. And the thing you were saying about, oh, you're pretty for that is a backhanded compliment. 100%. That is an insult. That is. It doesn't matter if you think that you are complimenting them. That's an insult. Saying, "Oh, you're pretty for." You wouldn't say that to like, let's say someone that's thin. You wouldn't be like, "Well, you're pretty for a thin girl. You're pretty." No, that's an insult. When you say, "Oh, I like your confidence," that's an insult. Again, you may mean it in a kind way, but you wouldn't tell someone who's thinner, "I like your confidence." Um, or how do you have the bravery to wear that? Again, an insult because again, you would not tell that to a thinner person. I feel like people don't know how because I think it's because most people fear gaining weight. It's just that is a lot of people's fear. Again, that's why this is the resolution. I mean, for this year, this is the most popular every year. People are afraid of gaining weight. So when they see someone who is plus size and they're happy and they like themselves and they're like, yeah, I'm hot as shit. They're like, damn, how? Like, I think they don't mean it in an insulting way, but rather, I wish I could be like that. How do you do that? And that's why I like more sharing my pictures or my thoughts or whatever because I know people who may feel the way I did before. They can look at it and be like, "Whoa, okay, well they're confident. Let me be like that." But let me tell you guys, yes, in the comments, in the who's watching, everyone in the all the viewers are having trouble saying what I'm trying to say. Never tell someone, wow, you're so confident for how you look. You're pretty for a plus size person. How do you wear it? Never say any of those things. Those are insults. Like, learn how to, like, talk to them like you would talk to anyone. Don't say, oh, you're pretty for this. You wouldn't go to a normal person. I mean, we are normal people, but you know what I'm saying. Society's normal. I'm using quotations. You wouldn't go to society person and say, wow, you're this, you're that, you're that. No, you compliment them normally. So do that the same. Don't be don't you don't have to categorize everyone. Everyone's the same. Everyone's pretty in their own way. Like, everyone is beautiful. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you guys ever gonna say something to your friends or to your family or anyone who's plus size, think about what you're gonna say before you say it. Like, don't. I know it may be good intentions, but think about if someone told you, like, let's say you're really tall, and they're like, "Wow, you're so tall. How are you confident?" Think about how that would feel. That would probably feel like an insult, and a compliment. So think about it before you say something to people in your life that are more plus size. Because again, I feel like it's also because people don't know how to handle it. Because, like, 20 years ago, body positivity was not a thing. You know what I mean? I am glad that it's becoming a thing now. There's more people to look up to. There's clothing that is not ugly anymore. Oh my God. Let me not talk about how ugly clothing was when I was in elementary school. If you were heavier. It was all moo and so I think people don't know how to handle it. But again, think before you say something to people who are more plus size.
I agree. And it's just like, I can remember how in the early 2000s, how certain group of women was afraid of having a big butt and hips. And
Yeah,
like a few
that's how during the heroin chic time.
and like a few years ago, it became popular to have ass and
Mm-hmm.
hips. And I'm thinking to myself, like, hold on, wait a minute now. I had that shit all my life. Now it's popular? like, like
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. It becomes a trend, and you're just like, you used to make fun of me for that. It's like curly hair is now more popular. I remember when I was younger, I would go to school and people would be like, "Why don't you comb your hair?" And I'm just like, "You know how curly hair works, right? You can't comb it. That's not how. Or why don't you straighten it?" Again, everything becomes a trend. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm. Ooh, that comb or straighten your hair thing low
Oh,
key triggers me because
yeah.
my curls are they uh they look different. Some of them are very loose, other ones are very coarse and
What
coily.
what kind of hair do you have? Like what?
Well, my hair is natural, you know that. My
Well, I
hair is
mean,
more.
is it like a 2B, 4C? Like what kind?
It is 3C to 4B.
Okay.
So yeah, I got a bunch of different curl patterns,
Mhm.
but the 3C and the 4A is more noticeable. And I
Mhm.
remember it was at the time when I was still cool with my mother before I completely cut her off. Um, I remember she looked at me one day. We was going to lunch. She was like, "Can you go comb your hair?" I was like, "Huh? Go comb your hair? Can you go comb your hair? Like, what's wrong with my hair? Like, I spent all. I woke up fucking early to wash my hair and put product in it to do a. My wash and go was beautiful. I'm like, and you want me to fucking comb my hair? She's like, yeah. I'm like, why are you hating on my hair? We had an argument outside. I'm like, this is my natural hair. My hair is supposed to look like this. God damn it! It's supposed to curl up like this. Like, what do you expect?
Mhm. Well, okay. Yeah. The thing is, I think it's just because again, people always thought straight hair was prettier, even though all hair is pretty, and they would think of it almost as unkempt. That is always the word. Oh, that's the word I'm looking for. So they'd be like, "Why is your hair frizzy? Why is it not combed? Why don't you do anything with your hair? Why don't you do this?" Just like it is. Or my hair gets frizzy, like especially depending on the weather. I know maybe straight hair doesn't, but depending on the weather, depending if I touch my hair, depending on anything, it's gonna frizz. That's anyone who's had curly hair, you know it has a mind of its own. You can't do what you want with it. It's gonna do what it wants. Um, I just, I, that brings me. I feel like I don't even know. Now I'm triggered by that because I remember that from when I was younger.
And then they was like, "Well, then comb your hair." I was like, combing my curls while they're dry.
Oh
Like,
my
yeah,
god!
I could, but at the same time, I'm more at risk,
I would look like a poodle.
making my hair break off.
Yeah, and I would look like a poodle if I combed it while it's dry. Like, hello? I don't even remember where I was going with this. I forgot. Oh, again, yeah, that's what I was saying. That there's more options now for people who are plus size. Like I said, there was not options. Oh my god, do you guys remember the clothes? There was no clothes. There was Debs, I think. You guys remember Debs?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was
Debs and
Debs.
dots.
Yeah, and I think Fashion Bug, I think, had some. I don't know if Fashion Bug's even around anymore. And then Walmart. That was like all your options, and they were all
And
ugly, dude.
rainbows.
Oh yeah, Rainbow. Well, Rainbow has some cute things still nowadays. Actually, there's some cute things. Um, but they had ugly clothes back then, and it was like, again, it was never fitted to how you look. It was just like a big wide piece of fabric, and I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? Like, and they all think like plus size people. They all think that they're the same. Like they don't think that maybe some are tall, some have boobs, some don't, some have hips, some don't. Like they all just think they're the same. Because I remember actually when I was growing up, I was very insecure, and I thought I had no boobs, which I do, and I thought my hips were just my stomach. Now I learned that those are my hips. I thought I had just weird. I thought it was a weird shape. That's what I thought. Again, that's what I thought was. I think hips were not really in then. And my hips, I got hip dips, so my hips are not naturally where they would also be. They start up higher. I got very high hips, and then they're a little bit not as pronounced where my hips would be because my hip dip. But again, yeah, they're not. Everyone is not shaped the same. So I always hate it when they made the same kind of clothes. And then back then, it was very popular to say dress is an apple shape, dress is a pear shape. You know what I mean? Dress for your shape. And I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want to dress for my shape. Do you guys remember that?
Mm-hmm. I do.
I hated that.
And like, I think my issue is like, I don't have hips. I don't have any hips at all, but I got thighs for days. Um, and my issue is like, oh my god, I hate having to go up on my pants size because my pants be
Oh
too,
my god.
because my thighs, my thighs are not comfortable in my pants. Like, I hate that.
Okay, so I feel that. Okay, so you guys see what size I am or whatever. How I
Mm-hmm.
look. I wear a pretty high size for pants. I wear a size 26, I think, which it may not look like I do. But again, my hips are sit up higher. It's part of my stomach, but then I don't have hips down below. So while my pants will fit, I look high waisted, and while my pants will fit around my thighs, they don't fit around my hips. So I need to get pants that are bigger for my hip area, in my stomach area. So I got stomach, I got hips. Well, hips higher up. I don't have ass. I don't have an ass, and it will fit there, but it won't fit there. And let me tell you, finding a size 26 is virtually impossible. It is very hard to find. Like, because I can wear a 3X in stretchy pants, but when it comes to jeans or anything without a stretch, I need that size. I need a size 26, and it is a pain in the ass. Even though there is way more options than there used to be, I still don't get cute ones. Like I see jeans on like Shein or whatever with like butterflies. I can't wear that. They don't. They only go up to I think a size 22, 24, something like that. I can't wear them. Like, when it comes to jeans, I can wear the stretchy pants, but when it comes to jeans, again, there's no give, so I need my exact size. And so that means I gotta buy either Old Navy, which Old Navy is hit or miss, or I gotta get them specially made, which kind of sucks. Um, but again, back then there was nothing. But they shouldn't make. That's why I'm glad they don't make clothing that is all one size anymore. Like you were saying, Queen, like how yours fit your thighs. Like mine's, I need mine to fit my stomach. So again, everything is still different. I think they still need to work on jeans and pants like that, but they are getting better with it.
Yeah, they're getting much better with it, and
I
I'm
think
happy they are getting better with it.
I think there is a brand. I think it's Eloquy that has it made. I'm not sure where they have pants actually made for different sizes. So whether it needs to fit your thighs or it needs to fit your stomach, you actually maybe you should check it out. I don't know how expensive they are. Maybe I'm not sure, but they're made to fit different body shapes. Actually, I just think they don't
Now,
have my size. Hmm?
the one thing that I would love to lose, because I was looking at Shoddy last night when I put on this white dress. Um, I would like to lose my stomach. No, it's not big, but it's annoying, and I always had a little belly. If you ever seen the movie Norbit, you know that reference. Um,
Are you not? Is that like your Is that your most uncomfortable feature? Would you say?
yes, it is. But I would never try to get a tummy tuck because no, I couldn't do it. It's just something that I would like to lose because I just want to feel Nick. I just wanna, I wanna put on clothes without having to think, or wear a dress without having to think I need to put on a girdle to hide my stomach. Like it's just there in the way.
So I know what you mean. Because my stomach is actually my biggest insecurity. It's not as much as it used to be, but it definitely used to be. It definitely used to be. It still is in a way. Because again, I have no ass, but I have a stomach, so I'm kind of shaped like a potato or something. I don't know how to describe it. Like from the front, hourglass. From the side, potato. That's literally what it is. And I used to be very self conscious about it. I used to be like, oh my god, you can see my stomach in jeans, you can see my stomach in a dress, you can see stomach in everything. And then I don't know, I think it was this year, I just kind of said fuck it, and I started wearing like high waisted. I started wearing bodycon dresses, bodycon skirts, and as you guys see, it it doesn't look bad on me. You know what I mean? Like, do you guys think it looks bad? Because
No, not at all.
and I told you, for people that don't know, but everyone who has seen my size, I mean, knows about 300. Like I do weigh quite a bit. Again, it may not look like it because I hold my weight well, and I'm also tall. But again, I do have a stomach, and it doesn't look bad. I think people assume again, and it's very common to be like, "Well, I know it looks good on you, but it won't look good on me." No, it's gonna look good on you, Queen. I know you could pull off anything. And it's easier to think it's gonna look worse than when you put it on. And then when you put it on, you're like, oh, it doesn't look bad. But it's easy to think it's gonna look bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I
Well,
think
also you said a white dress. White accentuates everything. Let me tell you, I still haven't gotten used to white bodycon. White's still the thing I haven't gotten used to yet. White
man.
does accentuate.
And then I had to learn to turn around, not seeing my booty. No, I don't have a donkey booty, but I do got I got some stuff back there. And I was like, yikes. And that's
um,
my butt is the reason why I like wearing baggy clothes.
well, one, Neat, thank you and have a good night. I appreciate that. But two, I feel like baggy clothes makes it look worse actually, even though you think it makes it look good. I know you're probably beautiful. No, I know you're beautiful as fuck, Queen. I don't think I've ever seen a full body picture of you, but I know you're beautiful. And if you actually do want help with like trying to wear things like that, I would start with dark colors and something like loose. Like let's say a looser black dress that's shorter. Um, black colors will make you feel better because you won't see as much of it as like with a white dress. You'll see a lot more with white. Again, I can't even wear white yet. It's just because white shows everything.
Yeah, and, and I'm not. Yeah, I got tight clothes, but I feel like I'm not comfortable wearing tight clothes. One, especially tight shirts. Oh, I'm about to go on the rant in a minute. I'm not comfortable wearing tight clothes because of my stomach. Now, speaking of stomachs and shirts, I'm somewhere between a 1X and a 2X in shirts. A 1X is a little too snug. It can be a little snug. A 2X is too big. I'm gonna need for somebody to. I'm gonna need for somebody to create a 1X and a half for people like me.
Also, maybe it's also the people, the clothing things. I know some brands. Oh God, it's different in every brand. That's why I have to look at my sizing. Actually, that could probably help you if you do your measurements. Because some things I wear 3X, some things I wear 4X. I got big boobs. Like,
I do too, but
you
they
know,
not as huge. But them helpers are there.
see, I have like I'm gonna be a little transparent on stream just because, just so to understand. I have about, I think, double D's or whatever. So it can fit everywhere else, but it's not going to fit there. So I sometimes have to go to a 4X. But then sometimes I go to a 3X. A lot of my shirts, they're not going to fit all the way down, and that's fine because I wear high waisted pants. It is very difficult to find shirts. I think taking measurements may help you clean because everyone makes things different. You could
Yeah,
probably wear a small in like Old Navy sizes because everything's different. They don't know how to size anything. Oh, Rufus, I didn't know you were here lurking.
and then sometimes the 1X would be too big, but most of the time the 1X is just perfect, and then the two. But then I go with the 2X. I'm like, well, maybe I can shrink it, and it never shrinks. Never shrinks. So I'm like, man, fuck.
Yeah. Well, have you guys ever went to or I can't speak. Ordered off of Shein? I know I've mentioned it before. Oh my God, so okay, so I love sweaters. I love sweaters. But I could never find a sweater that would fit. It would always fit me like a shirt. And I'm like, damn, no, I want that cute oversized sweater look. You know what I mean? Which
Hmm.
is very impossible when you're plus size, I feel like. But the sweaters on there are actually oversized. And I'm like, wow, wait, it fits me like a sweater, not like a shirt. Um, so I think, especially because you guys could probably wear the pants, because I think you guys are lower, you wear smaller sizes in the pants than I do. And they have some cute ass pants on there. I definitely recommend it because they're cheap as fuck too. They're like, you can find shirts for like $3 on there. Um, and it may help you with the because the sizing on there is actually good as well. So I would definitely check it out. Actually, you guys or anyone in chat. So I think they have guy sizes too. And they're very cheap. Oh, I got a spider blade on me. They're very cheap, but they're very cute, and they actually have styles for plus size.
Like, I just want to be comfortable whatever I wear. But I think, like,
I
I
was
think
gonna say,
the issue with having boobs is, like, no matter what you wear, them things just be there thinging, and then everyone be looking. Like, my issue with is a lot of time with these shirts, they always either V neck or U
oh my
neck,
god.
but hang low. And I just feel like
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like showing no cleavage today. Like,
I feel that. Like, yeah, they just do what they want to do, but also, what was I saying? I think okay. So you say you're kind of like subconscious wearing certain things, right?
hmm,
The problem is the only way to get through it is to actually wear them. And whether
I
it's if
do. I
you
end up wearing it anyways.
well, you also don't need to push yourself though. Like if you just wear it in your bedroom for the day, that's fine because you're still wearing it. You're still making yourself wear it, and you're still seeing yourself. You don't have to wear it to the store yet if you're not comfortable. You know what I mean? Because that's how I started. I didn't wear things that made me uncomfortable to the store yet until I was ready. When I wore my first crop top to the store, oh God, I kept on pulling it down. But you can wear it in your bedroom if you're not comfortable yet, or you could just wear it for 5 minutes, or take a picture in it. That's the problem with like just your self confidence and your outfits and stuff. You kind of have to just push yourself through it, but you can do it slowly. Like the whole world doesn't need to know you're doing it yet. You could just know you're doing it and that you're okay with it.
Yeah,
And,
I
and
agree.
again,
And
I was just like, sorry.
that's that's how I started with shorts, because I used to wear those them shorts that they're like capris that go to your knees.
Bermuda shorts. Oh God, don't even
Yes,
talk me on.
or basketball shorts for dudes, until because I was never comfortable wearing the girl shorts because, well, for one, um old men are fucking disgusting. When they see a young lady in shorts, they always want to comment on the body, and it's like, yo, you're making me uncomfortable. Please don't. So that's why I always wear that. So when I got my first pair of short shorts a few years ago and I worked them out, I was like, yes, woo! Until something happened, until something happened that I didn't want to wear them no more. And that's the subject that we need to touch on about jobs. And yeah, it's a sensitive topic.
Oh,
Topic.
we can talk
Yeah,
about that.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, see, I'm proud of you that you got to that step. 'Cause it can be hard. I know some people are like, it's just shorts. No, it's not just shorts. It's not. It's a lot more than that. I remember, oh my God, my fashion was full. I would wear a lot of Burlington clothes. You guys know Burlington, and Walmart and stuff. I would wear like, oh my God, I remember I used to wear. I hated when low rise jeans were popular. My stomach always hung out because it was low rise jeans. But I always wore like leggings, um, and kind of like an ill fitting shirt. And that was really all I wore. Um, and now I wear like mini skirts. I'll wear like bodycon dresses that show everything. I show wear shorts. I love my shorts. I got bikinis. I'm still a little uncomfortable when it comes to bikinis. Like a part of me still wants to like cover it up. I used to only wear one pieces, but you know, I wear them. It's a lot easier too to wear them because again, with when it comes to your boobs and everything, wearing a one piece very difficult. um, it's just it feels so much better when you can wear what you want. Then you start feeling more confident. I'm like, Queen, I know you would look pretty at anything you wore. And also, what may help with what I do is if you take a picture of something you're uncomfortable in and share it with like friends or something. If you're not comfortable putting it online yet, like for that boost. If you just share it with friends, because they'll boost you up. They'll be like, "Wow, you look beautiful," and that can help because then you're getting positive feedback on your outfit.
Yeah. Oh, what the? Yeah, I agree.
I didn't know we were going for an hour and 20 minutes. Maybe we should end this here soon. I didn't know we were going for so long. Anything you guys want to still touch on?
Nope, I'm good. Listening to
I was
y'all.
I was just say be comfortable in your skin and be you and fuck with everybody else gotta say. If you got them things and them things be thinking and you just can't help it. It happens. Like shit. It fucking happens.
And you are beautiful no matter what size you are, whether you're thin, tall, fat, skinny. Also, I didn't touch on this. I don't think fat has a bad connotation with it. I feel like more people say it is, but it's not a bad word. Anyway, you're beautiful no matter what. You can wear whatever you want. You are attractive no matter what. And people, especially people who hate themselves, their opinion does not like at all. I know usually we do sports, but Mike's not here. Queen, do you have anything you want to mention?
The NBA back. That's all I can say. The NBA
Oh,
is
we're
back.
already done.
Hey, the
What's the
NBA
game?
is back.
What's the game Mike's watching tonight?
Huh?
I said, what's the game Mike's watching tonight?
Oh, Ohio State versus Clemson. It's college football,
Oh, Clemson's one Birdie likes to think.
I think. Yeah,
Mike, if you're lurking,
because that's a
Ohio.
South Carolina team.
Oh, okay, Mike, if you're lurking, Ohio's gonna lose. I don't know nothing about sports though. Let me just tell you, because the only one I know is NHL. Is that all you wanted to say on the sports, Queen?
Yeah, the NBA is
Yeah.
back. It's gonna be hell of the NFL games. And it's just, you know, hey, yeah, when Mike get back, I'll say more.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for tuning in, especially for our first podcast of 2021. Ew, that sounds gross to say. But, oh, and again, if you guys want to join the Discord, oh my god, I haven't done this in a while, so I'm trying to remember the command for it. There's Discord for it, and I hope everyone has a good night. Thank you guys for stopping by.
Bye, y'all. Happy New Year.
Good
Bye.
night, y'all.
Happy New Year. I forgot it was New Year. Bye, guys.
Bye.